In this video, we complete step 21, head and tail methods. So these methods, head and tail, are going to return either the first n or last n rows of the data frame, where n is defaulted to the integer 5. So these are actually quite simple methods that won't take much work, and these are the same exact names that Pandas uses to do the exact same task. So let's go ahead and complete the head method, which will simply just return the first and last, or the first n rows. So all we're going to do here is we already have implemented the getItem special method. So we're going to take advantage of this and use our brackets here. So to select just the rows, we will use slice notation here. So for the rows and the columns. So this is something we just worked hard on in some of the previous steps. So we're going to use this to our advantage, and we're just going to return. This is row selection, comma column selection. So the columns, we're not going to do any selection with the head method. We're just going to keep all of the columns. The rows, we're going to slice. We're going to use slice notation to select the very first n rows. So let's go ahead and check this out in the Jupyter Notebook. So I went ahead and you can just go ahead and restart this and run all of them. It's been a while, just to kind of clear out some of the old data. So df is pandas cub again. So if we do .head, well, that's going to give us the top 5 rows. Well, there's not actually even 5 rows, so we can't even tell if this works properly. So if we put a 2 in there, that's going to return the first 2 rows. If you put a 1 in there, it's going to return just the first row. So that looks good. So we use slice notation here. Now for tail, let's go ahead and do the same thing, but we would like to get the last n rows. So instead of doing :n, we'll do from -n to the end. So we'll just reverse, n. So if it's 5, it'll say from -5 to the end. So that is valid slice notation. And then again, we'll just select all of the columns that go along with it. So if we go here and manually test this out, if we want the very last row, that should get this one right here. If we want the last 2 rows, then that'll work as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and run the test for this. It's called test head tail, and it's still in the test selection since this is still selecting data. And test head tail works. We have passed it and have completed step 21. All right, fantastic.